You're now tuned in to the Great Minds Think Alike live stream, brought to you by GMTA Media, your trusted source for hip hop, sports, and entertainment news. You can find Great Minds Think Alike every Thursday at 7 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And it's always hosted by us, Young Nove and my brother Orlito. What's the good word, Brody?
What's going on, man? Chilling. How you feeling?
Man, these allergies kicking my ass, but aside from that, I'm pretty straight, bro.
Yeah, man. I feel you on the allergies. They kicking my ass too and shit. I don't know. I be confused. How the fuck you get allergies in the wintertime? That shit never made sense to me, bro.
Not to me either. Not to me either, bro. So what I'm trying to do, is I'm noticing this ain't posted to our Facebook. Is it on your? Okay, hold on a
I
second.
see it on our Facebook. Ann Daniels. Shout out to Ann Daniels, Nick. I see you watching, bro. Shout out to you. Appreciate you always tuning in, man.
So you said you see it on Facebook?
Yeah, I'm on our live feed from my phone. Um,
Could, could
from
you share it right quick to my wall for I could start sharing it
Got
because
you.
I
You
had
want me to
technical
share it
difficulties.
to your wall? Or you want me to inbox it to you?
No, share it to my wall right quick.
To your wall? Okay, I
Yeah,
got you.
excuse us as we have a little technical difficulties. I don't see it on the timeline, so that's probably why I'm tripping. But if you got it and you see it on it,
Let me see.
because usually I try to share it before we go live.
Oh yeah, okay. I see what you mean. I was on the site, so I think that's the reason I was catching it on the live. Yeah, that's weird. I know
Yeah,
Ann
man.
Daniels is in there.
Let me see if I could do this really quick before we move on, because this irritates me. Because we had this problem a few weeks back. Copy link, I guess. Let me
Oh
see
yeah, I
this.
guess we could do it like that, right? Sorry.
Let me see. Oh my gosh. All right, people, we're about to get it cracking in a minute. Appreciate everybody that is tuned in.
Yeah, it only shows
Um,
up as a link. I shared it on your shit though, but I think it shows up as a link.
that shit sucks. Let me see if it goes straight to it. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, man. So let me I'm gonna have to figure out what happened because usually it
I
shares
don't
on the
think I seen it.
page. We
I think I
back.
might
Wipe
have
your
just
feet
seen a
at the door.
notification. Yeah,
Man,
it's there,
appreciate
bro. I
you.
just seen a notification for it on my notifications. I see uh and Daniels like the thing. So,
Okay,
but it's
cool.
showing like it's coming from the Great Minds Think Alike page.
All right, cool. Hopefully we get the engagement we usually get. And Daniels, Nick, appreciate you as always, my boy. We back. Wipe your feet at the door. You already know the slogan, man.
Right.
What's up, my brother Reno? Love, bro. I see got the pizzeria ready to relaunch again. Salute to you, bro. All right, bro. While people file in and I share this, let me ask you a few questions, bro. Rematch this weekend. Beateriv versus Bivov 2. Before we get into that, though, two fights. Shakur Stevenson's opponent backed out, said he got sick. And then there was a
Oh, for
heavyweight
real?
fight. Yeah, Schofield's out. They're trying to find a
On
replacement right
what?
now. Yeah, that was 2 days ago. And then today I read that Parker, his opponent is sick. So something's in the air and right eye. Right eye. But let's
Right.
get into it, bro. The last time these guys met, I was favoring Bivov. I was we for the outpoint, out hustling, but Oh, how I was wrong, bro. Beterbiev showed his ass off in that fight. What's your thoughts on the rematch? Do we see the same, or do you see Bivol actually pulling it off this time?
If I remember that fight correctly, I don't think it was like super one sided. I think Bivol was he was doing his thing too. I just think the ultimate factor was that Bivol was landing the more cleaner shots.
Yeah, the more effective punches. Um,
Right.
I expected Bivol to outwork him. We'll see how the rematch goes. David Benavidez will be at ringside and looks to challenge the winner of this fight. What's your thoughts on that?
That would be dope. But honestly, I think if David Benavidez gets in the ring with either of those guys, he's gonna get his ass whooped.
I agree, but what I'm liking about it is either way, they're forcing Canelo's hand to next time he thinks about jumping up there, you're gonna get in there with somebody. You know what I
Right.
mean? So that's what I'm liking. They're closing the door on him at 175 to me. That's what I see. And there's no, it's just they're forcing his hand. You're gonna fight one of us.
Right.
What
Yep.
else? Clarissa Shields. So again, before I move on, you see Beterbiev pulling it off, or you see Bivol taking the rematch?
I went for Bivol the first time, and I'm finna go for Bivol again, bro.
Okay. Yeah,
I just
so
like him
based on
better. And it's probably because I'm probably betting with my heart on this one. I just like I would like Bivol to win over um,
nothing
the
wrong
other
with that,
guy.
bro. I feel the same way. I'm looking well as far as my heart goes. Sometimes I be knowing how you feeling with that, but I'm gonna go with Beterbiev based off like because I thought Bivol was gonna outwork the shit out of this guy, bro, and he
Yeah.
was busy, but I just think he was deterred by Beterbiev punching power. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I would like Bivol to get in there, get the rematch, win the rematch, but something tells me Beterbiev is gonna pull it off again. Um,
Yeah.
so Bivol, Beterbiev. So we got a split. We'll talk about that next week. Clarissa Shields has been suspended. She's under investigation after tested positive for marijuana after her win over Daniel Perkins.
Come on.
Okay, so
What year?
this,
What year do we live in here, man? Come on. Are you serious?
yeah, serious. Daniel Perkins came in 20 pounds over the weight limit, and Clarissa was like, no, no, I want that belt and I want it from the champion. Get her ass in there, did her thing. So we'll see how
Yep.
that plays out, man.
Yeah,
So
that
I
was a
just
good
wanted to,
fight too. I seen that. You see? Did you get to catch that fight?
no, that was on a Sunday. I missed it.
Okay. Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
it was
on
a good fight.
Sunday. Yeah, I missed it. Yeah, let's see what's going on. I got David versus, oh shit. Okay, Reno, we're gonna have to holler at you. We're gonna have to holler at you on that one. Um, I guess let me see. Yeah, I'm thinking we should be good.
Shout out Isaiah. Shout out. It would shout out Reno the Dawn for the stars. Appreciate you, boss.
Man, yeah, I don't get to see those, but man, for sure we appreciate that. Let's get into some music news. ASAP Rocky. Somehow I beat the charges like Rocky. ASAP Rocky was found not guilty in his assault trial. Congratulations to that man. I personally thought he was crazy for not taking that 6 month plea deal instead of the 24 years. I'm like, 6 months, 24 years,
For right.
you know.
That's a no
But
brainer.
yeah, he betted on himself and he pulled it off. Congratulations to ASAP Rocky. What's your thoughts on that,
Yeah.
Mano?
It's just crazy that what's his face got like a double entendre on that line now. Jay-Z got a double on, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Somehow he beat
But
the
somehow
charges
I
like
beat the
Rocky.
charges like Rocky. That's crazy how that motherfucker aged, hey?
I'm telling you, bro. People don't understand true lyrics,
that bar
genuine
that
lyrics.
that bar aged beautiful.
Man, it went over. People said even ASAP's done. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis has pleaded not guilty to first degree M word with his trial set for February 9, 2026. Keefe D. My boy, all of them fucking storytellings on the podcast coming back to bite you on your ass.
right.
Man,
One telling stories goes wrong type shit.
horribly wrong. Horribly wrong. King Little J was sentenced to 108 months, 9 years in federal prison following his arrest back in 2022 for possession of a Glock with a switch while he was still on parole. King Little J, famous for one of the early, um, what is it? For the first wave. He was part of the first wave of the drill scene in Chicago, one of the first really on Chief Keef's ass at the time, as far as competition from the other side. And
Right.
yeah, he's back in prison, and it's not
Yeah.
this time around. You know, he could just go back to calling people on the phone, try to get that bread for interviews because his career's over. Um,
That's crazy.
continuing on Chicago news, R. Kelly's sex trafficking and racketeering conviction has been upheld as his efforts to overturn them has been unsuccessful. R. Kelly, who was, I believe, sentenced to 30 years in New York, looking
Yeesh.
for a time cut. I don't even know how far are we into an R. Kelly sentence? How long you been locked up? We thinking like 8 years, like 6 years now?
That is crazy if it's been that long already.
Yeah, it's been like
I'm
six, eight
very bad
years.
with like numbers like that, but yeah, it's probably somewhere around. When did that whole surviving Kelly thing? That was like 6 years ago.
Yeah, it was. I think for sure it was before the COVID era. For sure, know that.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's check out the comments right quick. And like bro said, I'm sorry, I can't see. I'm working from a different studio. Um, I can't see the stars, but I do see the comments. Appreciate the stars from everybody. Rocky free. I would have beat Rihanna over in the limo on that Rocky. For sure, facts, facts. Shout out to Riri, man. When they left the courtroom, she snapped off like, get the out our faces with all these bullshit questions. Oh shit. On Friday, February 14th, another victory. Attorney Busby has dropped our lawsuit against Jay-Z and Diddy, which was filed by Jane Doe in civil court last year. Busby filed a notice of voluntary dismissal in the United States District Court's Southern District of New York, citing that action was voluntarily dismissed with prejudice by plaintiff Jane Doe. Dismissed with prejudice means they cannot be tried for this case ever again. Um,
Mm.
we've been, I said it when the news broke. This didn't look like some Jay-Z will be a part of, but if he was, I'll be the first to shit on him, his catalog, his career. But hey, he beat them charges, and salute to Jay-Z for that.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's get into some crazy shit, brother. So as I'm going through my Instagram this week, I come across two crazy stories. One happens to be 6ix9ine's home was infiltrated. Two men in a Tesla arrived with the notion they were dropping off a gift to 6ix9ine. What they did drop off was a coffin with King Von saying RIP on it. The bomb squad was called to the house.
Oh, what?
Yeah, bro. I came across that on my
That's
Instagram, and TMZ broke it too. But
that's
it's a
wild.
big black coffin, RIP. And they didn't touch that shit until the bomb squad showed up.
That's
And
wild.
in continuing with that, a coffin with Drake's name on it was spotted outside of DJ Khaled's mansion.
Damn, that's wild. So with all of these empty coffins,
I'm just saying, like, oh no, that shit's
or
starting
they
to
gonna
freak
have
me out.
they finna have a casket match or some shit.
Yeah, I was about to say, give me Undertaker vibes and shit. I be feeling King Von or somebody gonna come back from the dead or some shit.
Ah, shit.
But shout out everybody who engaged with us so far. Reno, Nick, everybody that's tuned in. Like we always say, we appreciate y'all. Doesn't hurt to give us a like, give us subscribe to our channel, comment, tell us if you like the topics, you like what we're talking about. Even if you don't like it, you know that's what this is here. It's a platform of conversation. But let's continue on music
Hey, I
news.
had seen
Let's
I had seen something and I don't know how true this is. Anybody in the feed or whatever could check, let me know if this is true or not. But I had seen something about Bobby Portis ended up getting suspended for 25 games for testing for some type of substance that he didn't know about.
Oh, okay. I see someone
So
post about he was suspended. So that's what that was about. He
yeah, I
tested
guess
positive.
so. Yeah, he tested positive for some substance or supplement that he didn't know. Supposedly, like maybe it was in something that he was taking, or you know what I'm saying.
Damn. And he plays for the
Yeah, so
Bucks?
that sucks. Yes, he plays for the Bucks. That's a lot of
Okay,
games.
so
25. Shit.
anybody, let me see if anybody commented on it. Okay.
Oh damn, I didn't even see that though. Yup, on some bullshit. Yep, that's true. Let
Yeah,
Bobby
that's
play. Yeah, let
true.
Bobby play, man.
Yep, on some
The hell they
bullshit.
jacking on some weak
Let
ass.
Bobby
They
play.
hating on the Bucks.
Shout out Isaiah. Let's continue. So some landmarks, a milestone has been hit. Plenty of them actually this week. But first, let's start off with my young boy. Oh, let me wipe the comment right quick. Mine. So first off, my young bull, the Godfather of drill, Chief Keef, Love Sosa, goes diamond.
Yeah, I
Um,
seen that.
Congratulations to Chief Keef. I've been a big advocate
Yeah,
of Chief Keef, man. I love that young bull, man. Smartest dude in the drill scene ever, in my humble opinion.
facts.
Um, Drake. Congratulations, Drake,
Drake.
this week. Scorpion and View both have now sold over 10 million units in the US, now eligible for diamond plaques. Congratulations. Hey, I never said that boy don't sell records, right? Drake singles that are now eligible for diamond plaques, Nonstop, Meek Mill's song featuring Drake, Going Bad, and Migos featuring Drake, Walk It, Talk It. So,
Work it like
yeah,
a talk.
congratulations to the boy. Got a few diamond plaques heading his way to Toronto, to the embassy.
Hey,
Congratulations.
You seen that shit with you seen that stage that shit with the fucking drone and he threw his
Yeah,
slipper at the drone and shit. That shit was super
Chancla,
staged, bro. The chancla,
Chancla,
the
Chancla,
Balenciaga.
Chanclas. No, I think that was too, because right, if I'm not mistaken, they called him gambling, right? He was
No, I
gambling
don't
in
know.
there. Yeah, he was gambling,
Oh, okay.
and that's a drone coming from high. and he got investment in high stakes. So I don't be surprised if that was a promotional stunt.
Yeah, some shit. Cause he wasn't trying to damage that drone. You know what I'm saying? He missed that motherfucker by a long shot.
That shit was funny though. That shit was funny.
Even when he picked up the saddle, he looked all like kind of, you know,
Should I launch it
a
straight at it?
little. Right.
Also in Drake news, congratulations. So every Friday, that's when the billboard changes. But according to notes, Drake and PND, Some Sexy Songs for You, in 10 hours become the first album to reach #1 on the US Apple Music. The project becomes the biggest R&B album in Apple Music history by first day streams. And it's also on pace to sell 250,000 copies first week, projected to debut #1 tomorrow. Congratulations. Have you got a chance to hear any of the songs, bro?
Which was that one?
Some Sexy Songs for You by Drake and
Oh
Cardi
yeah,
B.
I listened to maybe like I'm gonna say like two songs. I'm not gonna lie. I was busy listening to the Alchemist, 2 Chainz, Larry June, and then I ended up um checking out the Ransom and the Dave East. That's a
Oh
little
yeah,
more at my speed right there.
they
Yeah.
fucking shit up right now. I'm about to highlight them in a bit. Yeah, I had to hear it because I want to be fair with my criticisms and whatnot. Um, yeah, I didn't go in there with the expectations of hearing super. I expected like an R&B album. I did that, right? I went in there with that. So
Right.
somehow, some way, there out of 21 songs, I found 5 that I did like. But my issue with some of them that I do like is these supposed to be some sexy songs for you, right? And
Yeah.
some of these songs, in typical Drake fashion, he behind a woman, because this was directed like for the women, find ways to send shots to certain people, right? And
Yeah.
that's my issue. Now we're not supposed to go in here judging it for post battle as far as for a rap album, but when you do certain shit like that, then it's open to critique. And
Yeah.
yeah, I just believe, bro, you need to leave that shit alone. And
Yeah, he
first and
does.
foremost, my first impression of the album, like Hollywood give you great trailers to lure you into the theaters, and then after you watch the movie, it might have been great or it might have been suck. And the trailers
Right.
were phenomenal to this project, but when I got to hearing it as a totality, yeah, bro, it wasn't what I expected, especially with them teasing it. But I do
Right,
like
right.
CN Tower. My favorite song is Small Town Fame. Give Me a Hug. I did like, except for the hook. Like the hook was just played out or too simplistic.
Redundant.
Yeah, I know you miss me. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Like yeah, whatever. And Brian Till's where he
Yeah, whatever. We just
yeah.
want to hear if you was gonna diss anybody, motherfucker.
Actually, I wasn't. I
But
wasn't, to be honest. That's the problem
no,
I
no,
do
I'm
have. I
saying
didn't go in there
not you, but the majority of people. Because
for
and
okay.
the reason I
Post
say
battle.
that is because we seen them well, I saw people reporting that, you know, the album was doing great, right? And then when it dropped or some shit, and then like it took like a dip, you know what I'm saying? It ended up taking like a dip and losing like it,
They're
it
saying
didn't it didn't keep that steam, you know what I'm saying? So I think that people really, it was a perfect we had talked about it. What should Drake have been doing from the very beginning when he knew that he was when he was like, oh shit, this motherfucker coming for my head. He should have just went and kept making music because regardless if people like the people that's really fucking with you is gonna go and buy the music regardless. Then you're gonna have the people that's gonna buy the music to see the controversy, like, oh, is dude gonna say anything about Kendrick? You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, I haven't checked it out. I'm definitely gonna check it out maybe this weekend.
Yeah, I checked it out just to give it a fair review, and it should have been a mixtape. It could have been a
Yeah.
mixtape. Yeah, it
Also,
sounded.
I had seen go ahead.
No, go ahead, brother.
No, I also had seen I think it was hectic. They had posted something up, and I'm not sure. It maybe wasn't him, maybe it was somebody else, but that dude Drake might. I guess that he has a certain amount of albums that he still owes Universal. So that was just one of those ones that he had just kind of thrown out there to get it the fuck out the way, and so he could get out of his contract. Supposedly, that's another speculation or whatever that I had heard floating around.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. He's gonna be. He's about to know what it's like to be Kanye when he first went on that rant. He's about to know what it is to go against the upper
The
echelons. He's
machine.
about to, yeah, like how Diddy went against the liquor company, etc. Oh, okay. Oh, we made okay. I'm gonna show you how it's done. I won't be
Mhm.
surprised, bro. And I'm not saying this is Drake's character, but I won't be surprised if that label start paying people to put some charges on that boy, bro. You know,
Damn, that's wild.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's crazy, bro.
Hell
So
yeah.
it was tramadol and painkillers.
Oh,
Damn.
that's Bobby Portis. There's
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah, that's
painkillers. Yeah. That's shout out Josh. I see you in the building, bro.
I mean, there's a lot of records that haven't went diamond that sounded great on the radio. Plenty of hits that ain't went diamond. And for Chief Keef, for the content of music, Love Sosa, and
Right.
solo, by the way, he didn't need nobody on his Love Sosa. And yeah, it went
Yep.
diamond. I can't see that. It must be stars. Appreciate one's percentage to stay. Yup. Yeah, so I think that commercial, or not the commercial, but that thing was part of that. Deeper, probably the best joint on there, but they all baby making music. I don't know if I could make kids to that joint.
Hey Josh, what's your favorite track on the Drake on the Drake album, Drake and Party album, and what do you think
Wheelchair
about it,
Jimmy.
Josh?
Wheelchair Jimmy.
Wheelchair Jimmy.
Drake. So let me continue. Again, I liked it. Small Town Fame was my favorite song on the joint. Continue. Like, I got two more Drake milestones. I'm not gonna. Drake earns the biggest stream day for a rapper on Spotify in 2025 with 92.4 million streams as a lead artist February 14th. I believe that was the day that all them streams counted up for the Scorpion and Views for that could go diamond this week.
Mm.
Um, Overseas, Drake with Amar Rose and Raptors jersey off stage. I'm telling you, that boy be giving us the moments, man.
He be
He
doing
be saying,
female stuff to me.
you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. At work, because
It's like a
he's the
very
same.
emotional, like a very he acts on just pure emotion, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everything that he
Honestly,
does, he is all yeah, it's all pure emotion.
bro, he's gonna fuck around. Listen, bro, this is my God honest opinion. He's gonna fuck around and find all the people that don't like him. He's gonna break their windows, flatten their tires, and keep driving, bro. That's
That's petty. Look at
sound like
that.
sound about right. Sound about right. We got 8 people. Appreciate the likes, the love, the comments. If you haven't, give us a like. It don't cost you a buck to fuck with us, man. Now let's get into the boy Kendrick, man. Kendrick Lamar's Humble has now sold over 20 million units is eligible for 2 diamonds. It will be the first ever double diamond rap song once certified. I know people heard me correct when I said Humble has now sold over 20 million records. That's not like us. That's not Euphoria. That's not 616 in LA. That's not Meet the Grabs. That's Humble. That's not all I'm saying is his biggest song
Sit
is not a
down.
Drake diss. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Kendrick Lamar, who continues to break records this year because he became the first rapper in history to surpass 1 million monthly listeners on Spotify. And guess who passed up this week?
Who's that?
I give you a clue. It's not Drake.
Kendrick.
Bad Bunny.
Who? Oh, Bad Bunny.
Yeah, Bad Bunny was leading the charge. Kendrick edges him out. So shout out to Kendrick. He becomes the first rapper in history. You know what? I'm just giving him a shout out because it is a milestone. But again, I'm not big on them fucking stream shits. I really am not. They fuck artists over. Anyhow, continue with Kendrick. Kendrick Lamar becomes the first rapper in history to simultaneously chart 3 albums in the top 10 on Billboard 200. He becomes the first living male solo artist in history to accomplish the same feat. Number 1, GNX is back to number 1. Number 9, Damn, and number 10, Good Kid, Mad City. The only other 3 artists that have done this was Prince after his death and Taylor Swift. Quite impressive, bro. Like,
yeah, it is impressive.
That's quite impressive, man. All of that got to do with that Super Bowl. All of that had to do with that. All of that. Not Like Us went back to number 1. You know, so the Super Bowl, that stage presence is big. I don't know an artist in the last 5 years who haven't touched that stage and didn't benefit right after it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So what's your thoughts on all of this? The Drake, the Kendrick, like these boys, no matter what, they intertwine, breaking records left and right. Like
yeah, that shit crazy.
Oh, also before I move on, I didn't jot it down on the notes, but I seen a post. J. Cole said, "I apologize for my inconsistency, but balancing music and family has been a struggle. But I promise I'm gonna be consistent." What's your thoughts on the boy Cole? The boy
Man,
Cole.
you know how I feel. You know how I feel about Cole, bro. So
I
like,
had
you
to
know what I'm
say it,
saying?
bro. What's
That
the
shit
word?
that shit give me a grin in it. And it's like real life shit. Like I love dude so much because he just the most genuine ass person, bro. He keeping it 100. Like, look, it's kind of hard, you know what I'm saying? I got family. You know, we all know how that shit go.
Facts. For real.
Right.
But no, I can't wait to hear what he got cooking up because I just hope it ain't the fall off. I'm not ready for his go away. His go away yet, man. I hope we
Yeah,
get
let's
some.
check the comments. Yeah, me neither, bro. We get a little other mixtape or another. We get an album, but not that one.
There's a few deep cuts you like, but I like Mothball, Spider-Man, Superman because it's sampled
Because
real
it's simple, real hard, classic.
Yeah, my favorite small time. Yeah, that's
Small
mine.
time.
Shout out Josh for the commenting.
Yeah, shout out Josh. Appreciate you.
Better every time I watch it. Yeah, for sure. And that's man, that he put on a show for show. He did. Like No Kids, a hype track. It's overall decent album. The singing, not necessarily rapping, but it'll be up there selling wise. And all that singy smooth material, he just helping party boost, but gonna have to cook for a while. I agree. When he comes with his project, all eyes on him. All eyes will be on him, man. He better get back to
Yeah.
he better get back to rapping, because the shit he did
Mm-hmm.
to me on Honestly Nevermind and For All the Dogs he was just lackadaisical to me with the flow.
Mm-hmm.
Little Juice,
Shout out
appreciate you as
Juice. Shout out
always.
Nunu. I see you in the building.
Answer me this: had J. Cole stayed in the beef, would have had boosted his career? Like again, Cole. Okay, I just feel like if Cole wouldn't even drop 7 Minute Drill, I think it still would have been hard for Kendrick because Cole was on fire. Cole was killing people's features. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like if Cole would have went at Drake, I think so. But a lot of people
Yeah.
didn't see Kendrick. Kendrick just became top dog as far as the public perception, not as far as the purists. The purists always knew he was better than Drake as far as not the music making, but the lyrics, the conceptual, concepts, storytelling. He was overall better MC than Drake. So my personal opinion, I say, if J. Cole and Kendrick would have battled each other, I don't think either or would have the the spoil of the victor as Kendrick has now. Now, if
Mm-hmm.
J. Cole would have went at Drake and did what Kendrick did to Drake, I say yes, for sure. For sure. That would have boosted Cole. But Cole and Kendrick beefing, only us that love this shit would be like, oh shit, oh whatnot. I don't think it would have been as big as the Drake battle. To me, that's just me. Did y'all see 50 Cent say Kendrick paid to perform at the Super Bowl? Hmm,
No, I didn't see
I don't,
that.
you know, I love 50 Cent. Don't get me fucked up. I love 50. That's my favorite villain, and when you've been a villain for so long as 50, sometimes you just become throughout times, you just become the good guy. And he's just a good guy to me. He's just cleaning the city up of the bad guys type shit. Nah, man, I don't look, man. There's a lot of things I wouldn't put past nobody, just based off how Kendrick carries himself and the way he talks and the way what he stands for. I cannot see that man
I don't
paying
think
for
he
that.
would. Right.
I'm not saying he didn't, but
He
I just don't
didn't.
see it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? NFL said they don't pay artists for yeah, they
Yeah, I
don't.
know they don't pay artists. Yeah, they don't. But
Shit,
look at what it
Kendrick
did for him, though.
can't but look what he put into it though. They gotta pay for their backup dancers, whatever's on that stage, that's on the artist.
Mm-hmm.
PG Lane
Mm-hmm.
and they'll put on, if I'm not mistaken, it was anywhere in the millions. They paid millions for that. That's why it looked at cinema to me.
Mm-hmm.
Love Cole, he in my top five, but he didn't want people in his business through the white flag from the beginning. He didn't want to include himself in taking anyone else down in the process. He moves humble, and that and then that he's a legend. But y'all he's a feature monster. He actually is Drake's friend and didn't want to go to war overall. Yeah, but okay, I agree with everything you said. I'm not disagreeing, but okay, Cole and Kendrick, me and bro, we talked about this way before that. They were circling each other. Like they're literally, but I think the reason Cole bowed down because he knew or he was warned that this shit was gonna get personal between Kendrick and Drake. And that's why I
Mm-hmm.
don't think that's why I believe he backed down at that moment. But in my honest opinion, I don't think if that shit would have I think Cole would have went in for that fade, bro. That's just my personal opinion. I could be wrong, but you're right. He's
Right.
humble. He carries himself like he is everything you say he is. He's a legend. He set an example. He raised the bar on how to carry yourself. Like he
Right.
comes from that line of the Andre 3000 Kanye's, where these motherfuckers just rap their lives like regular life. They didn't have to pretend to
Mm-hmm.
be nothing or whatnot. So I agree with
Yeah,
you,
I
but I also believe Cole would have entertained it if he didn't get that warning. That's just me.
Yeah,
What about you,
I kind
Ori?
of feel. Yeah, no, I feel like that's a hard and I know like he was talking greasy on tracks and asserting his dominance throughout you know his career and shit, like saying that he's the one, you know what I'm saying? So, but it
Like the
just
shit.
sucks because it's like, yeah, but it just sucks because I feel like in a moment like that, you find yourself kind of compromised. You know what I'm saying? Like when you genuinely have like a friendship or a relationship with these people, it's like me and you have a relationship, friendship. Me and Josh have a friendship relationship. If we all were like at odds with each other, you know, who's to say that one of us is gonna cherish that relationship or that friendship enough to be like, you know what, bro? I'm not gonna entertain the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with
Right.
y'all too much to go back and forth, and the shit just don't sit. It wouldn't sit right with me if we ended up going below the belt. You know what I'm saying? If I end up, saying something that because when you say certain shit, you can't come back from that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I
Right.
just feel like he felt compromised in that situation, only for the simple fact that the people that he had to uh go and behead, you know what I'm saying, were two of his peers, two people that he fuck with, you know what I'm saying? And that sucks. But I think if anybody else would have brought the smoke to him, you know, I don't
I
think he's
mean, he
backing
got.
down.
I put it like this, bro. There's plenty smoke for him. There's Simba was talking reckless out the West Coast. Kanye
Mm-hmm.
came out his face on. I like that. There's plenty people that, matter of fact, they're using Cole as the what is it? But the jokes on certain lines, like
Right.
so instead of saying I fold, they saying I cold type shit now. And there's plenty people he could remember what I said about um if you get jumped by 20, you better grab one of them motherfuckers and take them down with you. And right now, he
Right.
got a perfect opportunity to do that shit. Not saying that he should take that route, but if he decides he wants to do his thug thizzle and come out and swing, there's plenty of people he can swing at, but that Cole and Kendrick, that got to get warmed up again because right now that's dead to me. But I don't mind seeing it. They could cook that back up. I just think Cole gotta get back to what he was doing, killing shit on tracks, killing motherfuckers on their
Mm-hmm.
features,
Features.
put himself
Yeah.
back in that conversation because the way social media or the internet, something's gonna happen that make people forget something. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see, bro. There may be better MC, but not better artists overall compared to Drake. If Drake would have made a better catchy song before he tried, Family Matters. He
Mm-hmm.
tried. He tried with Family Matters. He tried
It
back to
just
back again.
it just crazy how that whole battle just played out, bro. Because the like it was almost like one of those things. The way that I see that battle, like the most simplest way to put that battle was like, you remember how when in 8 Mile
Yeah.
when Eminem is battling one of those dudes, and Eminem basically he drilled
At
himself.
the
He's
end.
like, "You're right,
Yeah.
you're right. I do live in a trailer home with my moms, and I am a bum, and all of this other shit." They didn't have nothing else to say, right? But it was like he damn near like he strangled the competition. The way that I see the battle, how it played out was Kendrick said everything that he was gonna say, and that shit ended up becoming true. Like this dude ended up
Yeah.
playing everything that it was like a puzzle. He said all of these pieces in his songs about shit, woo, 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 whatever, and then all of those pieces ended up falling right into place. Bam, bam. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy. Like, that somebody could be that strategic in a fucking, you know what I'm saying? In a diss. It was like layers to that shit.
We're gonna get to the layers of that too. I mean, catchy song before Kendrick. He tried. He would have won, but an L is an L. I think. Let me finish the comment. L is an L, and Drake has to continue eating the L. And like it or not, he boosted Kendrick's career higher than ever have by himself. To be honest, and Kendrick has to ride that wave. again, I gotta disagree with that. Is Kendrick at the peak of his career right now? For sure. For
Mm-hmm.
sure. But GNX only sold 316,000 copies the first week. Damn did double that, bro. Damn got
Mm-hmm.
humble on it. Humble just went
Right.
20 times. It just sold 20 million units. The first rap song to do so. So and if you look, and this is just not me talking out my ass because I do my homework and my studies. Go on YouTube, look up Kendrick in London, look up Kendrick in uh what's that fucking shit? London, Australia. Look at all that shit, bro. This man generated crowd. This before the beef. This the Mr. Morale and that's my least favorite album. Mr. Morale
Mm-hmm.
tour sold out worldwide, bro. The one before
That's
that,
wild.
yeah, look it up, and he get crowd rocking. He get them rocking, bro. So is he at the heights as far as popularity? For sure, for sure. But I won't say. I mean, GNX is a dope album, but it's not better
Mm-hmm.
than Damn as far as selling unit wise. Damn was his best
Right.
album selling wise.
And you
So
would have and
again,
you would think that, if that's the argument, if Drake helped boost Kendrick's career, then you would think that when he dropped GNX, that shit was gonna it was gonna sell more than Damn did, or just
and to
as
be
much.
honest, okay, let's just be real honest. If people would like, it still came in number one. It's number one again this week, but dude did not put Not Like Us on it. He did not put Euphoria on it.
Hmm.
He didn't put none of them diss
Right.
songs.
Any of them
He would have
disses,
put
yeah.
Not Like if he would put Not Like Us on it, I'm sure he could have did 400,000 then, 500,000 first week. You know what I'm saying? But again,
Hmm.
uh, I believe he's at the peak of popularity. But as far as career success, people really got to look into it. He done sold out tours worldwide, successful tours, not no Drake
Before the
tours,
beef.
right? Yeah, before the beef, and albums did great, you know. But again, that's me because I do follow all that. Kung Fu Kenny been to the Super Bowl twice. Yeah,
Yeah.
yes he
Yes,
has.
I forgot about that appearance with Drake. I mean, with Dre.
Man, man, bro, this right here would have been. Matter of fact, it could have been 2024. That could have been
Yeah, I said
2012.
cold too. I agree with Isaiah. 100.
You know, um, I don't know. 2024, I would have went with Cole. 2012, 2013, Kendrick was like letting everyone have strays. This so many did. I just didn't have Drake winning though.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, he had
And
already took. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. All like the Drake beefs besides. So how many beefs had Drake's been in? He been in the beef with Meek Mill.
everybody,
That one.
everybody.
That one was he been in beef with everybody, but that one specifically, that was the one that I think that he got the best of, right? But
Yep,
when Common came at him, I think Common shitted on him. You know what I'm saying?
for sure, for sure, for
I
sure.
think
I
Com
agree.
I think Common had the better he had the better hand, or the better bars, or the better song, or whatever you want to call it, better disc. Then who else was there? There was Pusha T. I don't think they do. I don't think they Drake shitted on Pusha T. Not the way that Push. That was a very strategic. The only reason we found out Drake had a kid is because of Pusha T. You know what I'm saying? Like, we
Yeah.
got a blackface picture flown around the internet because of Pusha T.
But that pic, the baby thing, that was okay, but everything else was really the what he was talking to that boy's soul. He exposed his
Yeah.
the blackface. So that like don't give me the shot. I think Pusha T fucked this songs up because Now this song's gotta have a reveal. Like this motherfucker had a pimple on his face at the age of 15. You know, like don't get me fucked up,
I
but
think it
everything
was
else
just
about that.
very. I thought it was just very like, what do you call, like, uh what do they
Cerebral.
say, like, yeah, like, you
Cerebral.
know, he got into like getting people, and even if that was true or if it wasn't, but he got people to believe that Drake was hiding a child to wait to release his child on a press run with like an Adidas clothing line and shit. You know what I'm
Yup,
saying? Like
yup.
he only moves on money. Like this is all this guy cares about. You know what I'm saying? And it was just wild. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was very strategic. Joe Budden, Isaiah just said Joe Budden. When Joe Budden and Drake went back and forth, Joe Budden got the best of Drake on that too.
Well, here's the thing. I'm glad you brought Joe Budden up. I'll get to that right now. But 2013, I got Kendrick. At the beginning of 2024, I would have went with Cole because Cole was bodying people on their own tracks. So yeah, I got Cole winning that too.
Yeah, I
Then
got Cole winning that too.
Joe Budden. Yeah, well, here's the thing with Joe Budden, man. And I was talking to bro, like he's very underappreciated. He set off a
Hmm.
lot of um like he was very vulnerable on his verses, on his mixtapes. But Joe Budden was the first guy to really, really expose Drake. Let's be honest. The
Hmm.
making of a murderer and shit like that,
Hmm.
like, but he's just, I don't know. Joe Budden just, not me personally. I love Joe Buddens. I tell bro, I love Joe Buddens. Um, he, I don't know. I don't know what happened with that, but it didn't do nothing to Drake. But that was the
No,
blueprint.
nothing did.
No,
The
actually,
only the closest thing was
the
the
story,
Pusha T.
story. No, that's what I was going to get to. Story
Yeah,
Adidon was the one that put chinks in the armor.
dented. Yeah,
Like,
dented his plate for sure.
you know, I thought for sure, okay, outside of the baby reveal, everything else was tapping. What Kendrick did with Meet the Grams and he did the story to Adidon, I don't listen to them songs, fam. Those
Hmm.
boys, they were talking to him. They weren't trying to entertain
Yeah,
us. They was talking to him. And I'm like,
you're
I'm out
right.
that conversation. I'm out that
Yep.
conversation. But
Yep.
no, and I got to give props to Drake though in the battle with Pusha T because that wasn't his battle. He was trying to,
Nope.
and he got in there for his mentor,
For
the
Wayne.
GOAT,
Yep.
Lil Wayne. That
Yep.
was really Wayne smoke.
But that was like
So
one of those ones, like we just said, like that had been circling each other for a minute too. There was so many. That was a beautiful time in music, bro. Where like, you know
no,
what I'm saying?
no,
Like
Pusha T,
the
no, they weren't circling each other. Pusha T was like prowling on them,
shooting
like,
at this nigga. Pow.
yeah, like I'm ready to
No,
eat y'all. Y'all fool.
because because um what's that one song? You know, the model. About it every day, every day, every day. Drake and Wayne, Drake and Wayne. My
Yeah, I
team
remember
good.
that.
My team good. We don't really need a mascot. That was a shot. Kanye.
Yeah, but
And
Drake's always shooting at Kanye. Remember when he was like, "I don't see you in that car that you say you drive," and remember Kanye replied, "I don't notice. You don't see
You
me in
ain't
the
see me
Benz."
because I was in my band. You see me in my other band. Yeah, that whole shit was just, that was a beautiful time in music, bro. I'm telling you, that was great.
Kanye, I love Kanye, but man, dude, he loved Drake. He loved Drake. Like last year,
Yeah.
so we're about to go on the anniversary of Like That. He like the destruction of Drake. Then a year later, he's like, "Oh, I love this song." Jeez, like, come on, man, what's up, bro? You just leave Drake alone. Pusha T don't fuck with you no more, because of that shit. I don't know. He loved Drake, bro. I don't know what it is. Let me check out these comments and then let's get into the final music tips, the music notes, and we up out of here. Pusha T won, but where's Pusha T right now? He's about to come back with the reunion, the Clips reunion. It's
Mhm.
like Drake's beef with these lyrical ass people, but he makes better music overall than more popular, more money, but may lose here and there. Yeah, but okay, I agree to a certain extent. But when was the last time Drake really put out good music though? My favorite
If you're
last Drake
reading this, it's
album,
too late. My favorite
and
mixtape or album,
my
whatever that
last
is.
one, my last one for me was Scorpion, and that was right after the Pusha T battle, and I thought he did brilliant with that project. It wasn't his best one, but that was one of my last favorites. And the one before that, Views, was pretty dope. But ever since then, he had what you mentioned.
I'll
Honestly,
take care.
but that's early. That's way early.
Yeah.
Drake was
Oh,
legit
too
early.
early.
But yeah, no, I'm not talking about early Drake. I'm talking about as of recent. What he got like certain songs here and there, but Drake hasn't put out a quality album since like 2018. If we being fair, I mean, for my dogs, for all my dogs, people know that shit was trash. That's why he came out with Scary Hours. What is it? We
Mm-hmm.
call it extended play.
Extended play.
You know, and that I love Drake, like the early Drake. He had good music, but he just had been
Mm-hmm.
stagnated with his flow, and it shows. Scorpion last super, yeah, y'all for sure. Views damn near my favorite, but they say, but that was early. I'm not saying that shit. Cause man, he had a lot of great shit early on. Man, I can name a lot of shit I liked it from Drake's. I liked that shit with him and Trey Songs. That's very underrated.
Man, he had so much
Successful, I
shit. He
think.
had that. Congratulations.
Yeah, man. Like that.
That so far gone
Drake,
mixtape was fucking. That so far mixtape was
that's what
fucking
I'm saying.
awesome,
He
bro.
put in the work. They put in that work. So the success he done had, he earned that. He for sure, like he ain't never. I would never say he don't deserve his success because he was there. He was on the front line for sure. You didn't like her. No, no. I don't think he should that should no, he should have did that shit with 21 Savage. He should have ran it back with Future. Should have ran it back with Future for sure.
That's what
I mean,
started
I'm
the whole
just saying.
shit.
Was it?
That's what some people say. Think about it.
That's
There was nothing
crazy.
else that really. What we. I guess we'll have to look back and see how everything
Yeah,
played out after that.
I thought for sure. Man, right, that shit was right after. Right before All My Dogs. I thought the album was dope. Her loss and
You know, some certified lover boy, and for the dogs was good, but
nothing iconic. The only shit iconic on For the Dogs was that shit with him and J. Cole. That's that's it. Without that song, we wouldn't be where we at right now. Where we at right now. That was the most important song on For All the Dogs, and it was critical because it came back to fuck them up.
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. I take COB over her loss. I'm not too big on 21. I'm not at all. He put 21 hard though. 21 is fire right now. I'm gonna have to listen to like I really didn't like him when I heard him on Meek Mill shit and whatnot. All right, let's continue on. So you sent me this. I seen the video. My favorite rap group of all time, Bone Thugs and Harmony. All five members, Crazy, Lazy, Busy, Wish Flesh, was spotted in the studio in Los Angeles. Word on the street, them boys signed to Conor McGregor.
Yeah, man. And so is
Man,
Exhibit.
man, that's what's up. I was happy to see that. Let's see. I'm not expecting them to fucking do what Nas is doing, but I would love to hear what they sound like these days, man. I love Bone. They're my favorite rap group.
Bam,
Juicy
bam, bam,
J.
bam.
Juicy J has announced that his project with his brother, Project Pack album, is completed. New music.
I'm excited for that
Joy,
one.
ba- Joy Badass drops Pardon Me. He hasn't disappointed since the ruler's bad.
Mm-hmm.
sorry, not sorry, and pardon me. The boys rapping. Have you heard this shit, Orly?
Yeah, I think I did hear that.
Man, what's your thoughts on Joey Badass, bro?
Man, I think if he just keep on doing what he's doing, and then hopefully he delivers with an album.
Yeah, man. I mean, he. There is some competition going on, like Ray Vaughn, Daylight, a lot of people on the West Coast, and I like that. It's a friendly fade. I'm loving it. I'm loving the atmosphere that he created with the rulers back. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, Freddie Gibbs drops Nobody Like You. I'm a big fan of Freddie. Offset
So is
dropped
Drake.
10. Yeah, you seen that shit about the
Yeah,
covers and shit? Yeah, that's
yeah, because the
crazy.
dollar sign S's.
Motherfuckers is getting lazy out here. Um, JPEG Mafia dropped Valentine's Day freestyle. The Baby featuring Young Miami. I'm a hoe too. Now you were speaking
Peace,
about this
Josh.
earlier. I heard it. I heard it earlier. Was Davies and Ransom the Mosque? That's fucking
Mm-hmm.
fire. They've been on a tear. Ransom really has been getting the fuck in, bro. He's actually one of them dudes from back then. He used to have issues with Joe Budden. Vlad TV was infamous of recording the video of him punching Joe Budden's guy in the face at the crib. Vlad was behind that. But
Mm.
he's been on a tear, bro. What's your thoughts on Dave East and Ransom?
Shit, I like both of them. I have been talking about Ransom shit maybe like a few episodes back. I kept bringing up his name. I'm a big fan of dude. Um, yeah, and then Dave East, he's always kind of the thing I've noticed about Dave East, bro. And I don't know. This is just something that me personally, I haven't caught like songs that I really like of Dave East by himself. All of the songs that I like of Dave East, he has somebody. It's like the Dave East with the Fabulous, or right now like this Dave East. Because Dave East and Fabulous put in some work.
Yeah, they fuck with each
They
other heavy.
complement each other real nice, bro. Um, so I fuck when they get together. I like to listen to that because I feel like they complement each other real good. This whole Ransom and Dave East shit, I fucks with that. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a good look. Cause
Yeah,
cause ransom come with them fucking bars, bro. So you forced to have to, step up whatever you gonna be talking about. If you gonna be on a track with bro. So yeah, I think this is dope. I didn't get to listen to all of it. I probably got the first two songs on a album or mixtape, whatever, and then but yeah, I'm finna check it out. It sounded nice from what I was hearing.
yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was hearing this ransom. Well, it's the same fucking ransom, but I did not know it was the same dude that was from back then, from the DVD era. You know what I'm saying? Let me check out some stuff right quick. Those were J. Cole lyrics that started it, though. See, yeah, you're right. You're right, but you know why? Because J. Cole was under the impression that Kendrick was going to be on that song. He never knew that. You know what I'm saying? You never knew that. That's why he said,
Mm.
Euphoria, why you keep lying to Cole. Like, we got some shit. Why you even ask for the feature when we got some shit to address? I was under the impression it was gonna be them three. But you're right. You're right. J. Cole said we the big three and I'm Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, shit funny.
Hey, bro. So okay, um, because I trust your opinion. I'm not gonna say because everything I heard I really didn't like. But give me some songs that I should hear. I give it a fair opinion, fair view. Thuggish Ruggish Bone Part 2. Man, that's
Ooh.
on my boys. Love y'all talk, man. Appreciate you, Josh. Get it in, bro.
Shout out Josh. Yeah. Hey, he be snapping hooping, bro. That motherfucker like a little Curry on the court.
You got footage. We can play some footage.
Shit, he had just had some before. I'm gonna tell him to give me some. Yeah, he be snapping.
All right. So shout out everybody who's still engaged with us, everybody that's commented, the people that sent stars. I can't see them, bro. Can appreciate you. And
Yeah,
as always,
appreciate it.
give us a like if you can. If you haven't, comment. Let us know if you feeling the topics or whatnot, or give us your opinions. And appreciate y'all. So let me continue. Rich Homie Quan, God rest his soul. I So Sorry drop. I got to give it a listen. I just found out about it this morning. And
Oh, I didn't even know.
and Currency drops Dream Machine. So for those are the new songs this week that I was able to accumulate. And that wraps it up for
Also,
DMTA. Go ahead.
also, Wiz dropped he been dropping shit left and right. He dropped the shit off of I Get Around beat from Tupac. He dropped another well, we talked about the freestyle, the Squabble Up freestyle already. Then
Yeah,
he
he
did a
killed that
song
shit.
with Yeah, then he did a song with Burner and his dude named Mondo. Mondo's pretty cold. I checked some of his shit out with Burner before, and he be flowing. Um, and then yeah, and then he got like another track. He been dropping shit left and right, little shit here, little shit there, because that cushion orange juice is it's coming.
He's cooking. He's cooking. As soon
Yes,
as I heard
sir.
him on that Squabble Up, I knew there was some shit coming. Cause he ain't just gonna come outside. When Wiz come out and rap, he be like, here you go, right? But what he did on Squabble Up
Hmm.
is like, I'm back outside. That was that I'm back
Hmm.
outside shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it remind me of like the always used to do this shit before he'll drop an album. He'll start
Yeah, that's what
he
we
would
love to
tease
hear.
with yeah, he would tease with a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying?
I would love to hear what Illman Currency mixtape or something like, bro, where shit will play. Yeah, man. Hey, I ain't even gonna lie. They try to fucking play my boy, and he got the better because now little TJ, looking like Boo Boo the fool for thinking he was bigger than the New York Madison Square Garden security and shit. Got escorted out by force after spitting on the
On
face
what?
and on everything. So what happened? I don't know if you heard the story. Little TJ and Fabio Foreign went to a Airbnb that Playboy Max be at. He's a streamer and shit. And
Hmm.
then they were trying to smoke inside the Airbnb, and he kept telling them, "Hey, you can't smoke in here, etc." Because the fire alarms will go off and they'll fuck up the stream type shit, right? And they
Right.
left, and shit got filed. Fabio tried to diss him in a song. They looked at goofy, and yeah, man. Now that he mentioned Playboy Max, I remember. So salute to dude. He be streaming and shit. So yeah, that wraps up the news, the music. Now we're about to get into the first topic, man. It's only right. It's time to meet the Woo, the big Woo. On day after of his 5-year anniversary, tragically murdered in LA. We talking about Pop motherfucking Smoke.
You're
Man.
in love with the I remember when I first heard that shit, bro. I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
my honest opinion, bro. When I first heard Pop Smoke, bro, I thought that shit was like it. It sounded like Lloyd Banks, but with fucking like harmonizing. And I was like, "Who the fuck?" And I automatically thought that he was signing 50, bro.
You thought he was G Unit, huh?
Yeah, I thought he was G Unit, bro. No bullshit.
Yeah, how I heard of Pop Smoke. I used to watch the Everyday Struggle, man. Complex.
Mm, I remember
Deska,
that show.
DJ Academics, and the boy Wayno. And the Wayno always used to talk about Pop Smoke. I'm like,
Okay.
man, who the fuck is Pop Smoke? I looked him up, and man, I was highly impressed. I liked it. The New York, like that's the first New York drill artist that I heard. Obviously, I did my homework and heard some more, but he was my favorite, man. And yeah, he had that
He was
rough
unique.
voice. Yeah, man,
Yeah.
he just sound like the
It
content.
was
He sounded
rough,
like
but
he was. I
it
thought that
was
was 50
rough and it
Cent's
was
son.
rough and raspy for real.
No, man, he looks like him. His last name is
Yeah, bro.
Jackson. His content. I'm like, bro, this got to be 50 son. This got to be 50 son.
Right.
But but
No
yeah, I heard
bullshit.
you Bueno. I was watching Everyday Struggle, and yeah, man, I heard that shit. Dior, that shit was fucking running. Hawkum and Meet the Woo, the first one. I'm like, yeah, this motherfucker a problem. What's your first thoughts? The raspiness, but like, what was your thoughts as far as what you heard and as far as where we're at that time? I'm thinking 2019, 2020, New York. Like, was this a breath of fresh air?
Yeah, it was definitely different for sure. And all the way around, it wasn't just um uh, you know, dude in itself, but it was also like the beat catalog that he was rapping to, because it was a different type of music. It wasn't just like, just a regular beat or East Coast beat or you know what I'm saying, or shit like that.
Yeah.
It was a drill beat. So it was very different, but it had like I don't know, I'm a percussionist myself, and them drill beats got a lot of percussion to them. So I already had I was sucked into that type of music right away. I was like, oh, I like this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different. It was just totally different. And we hadn't heard nothing like that on. I hadn't heard nothing like that on the radio. Um, then eventually we started hearing more of, that. But I think that he did it the best though.
And to be honest, like he was on a fast rise. Like soon as the shit hit, what was it? It was a remix. Welcome to the Party remix with Nicki Minaj. Once he did that,
Hmm.
that took him to another stratosphere. And and it was instantly, bro. Like literally, like once I heard about him and I listened to him, he turned around, he's already like making waves. And to be honest, I was happy because we're talking about this before 6ix9ine, turned into informant. He was the guy who literally was gonna move him out the way musically. He did. I believe Pop
Hmm.
Smoke was the last. He was the last person in conversation as far as, because when people be like, "What you're listening to?" Majority of the time, New York artists don't register no more, right? But
Right.
Pop Smoke was that guy. Like he was that guy who, man, everybody fucked with Pop Smoke. Like everybody I knew, um, and what I seen, like there was highlights of him opening up certain shows for 50, and they were rocking with him. So let me check out some comments. What y'all thoughts on Pop Smoke? Let us know. We're talking about him. It's a 5 year
Excuse me.
anniversary. That 5E song was fired though. Oh, okay, 5 year four. Best viewers. Oh, this song. Best views on stream, bro. Yeah, get
A
your
bot.
fucking bot ass out of here.
So
Don't do
bot
me,
ass
bro.
out of
Don't
here.
leave me for Sleepy Hollow. I fuck with Sleepy Hollow and Chef G, but K Flock, And to be honest, K Flock had the best sound. My bad. Bronx had the best New York drill sound to me because they infused sampling like how traditional East Coast producers used to do with the sampling of voices, where Brooklyn drill was like UK beats. It was just raps over UK beats. But none of them. Maybe K Flock would have been on his way because of the youth on his side. But bro, they weren't gonna fuck with Pop in no way. And we're gonna get to that conversation in a second. But I fucked with all three of them. Um, let me see who else was out there. My boy who went down there fucking with Gucci, man. I forgot his name. Something Ghost. He wasn't on the fast red. No, bro. What are you talking about? We're getting to that. Like before he died, look, he dropped Meet the Woo in 2019. Dropped Meet the Woo 2 while he was still alive. A mixtape went fucking gold. And right before he died, he was already opening up tours for 50, opening up to crowds, bro. Before anything, he was already charting. He was already charting. He wasn't no number one, but he was surely on the way. Because if he was alive, we'll Meet the Woo when the Woo came out. I mean, my bad, because he dropped plenty Meet the Woos, but the Woo, the shit with Roddy Rich and 50 Cents, you don't think that would it catapult him even further? I think so.
Right.
But
Right.
let's get to it. Of course. I mean, it's no different from Drake opening up for Lil Wayne, no different from Snoop opening up for Dr. Dre at the beginning. It's to get that shit off, get stage presence. You know what I mean? Um,
Right.
but but listen though, the shit he accumulated in 1 year, that's not fast rise before he got popped. Meet the Woo, Harkum, Feeling, Welcome to the Party, Welcome to the Party remix, Dior. Then Invincible when Shake the Room when he was alive, Christopher Walken, Foreigner, Element, Armed and Dangerous while he was alive.
Mm-hmm.
And let's talk about 50 remakes. To me, Got It On Me's the best 50 remake there is to many men. Little TJ didn't do shit to it, none of that shit. So he wasn't no top dog, but he surely was on his way. He surely was on his way. They had him on soundtracks. What's that joint? Double G with French Montana. You know what I'm saying? That was the last video before he passed. So I I dare to say Pop was surely was on his way. And he transcended from drill into like you listen to Armed and Dangerous, then you listen to the Woo, it don't sound drill. So he got out of that lane. So as far as being a what is it? A diverse artist, he surely showed growth in 1 year. What's your thoughts on all that, Orly?
Yeah, no, I think he was definitely fucking shit up. In that little, like I said, when I first heard him, um, I was kind of thrown back by it. Like I was like, damn, because it at that time it was nothing like that. I mean, for me that I was here, I never heard of those people that Isaiah mentioned. You heard of them, but I never heard of them.
Yeah,
But I wasn't out like, for me, a lot of the time, bro, is like sometimes like I'll dig like for artists and shit like that. But I mean, I don't know. I think the dude was doing because I had heard that other dude. What was his name? The one that was like the whoopty. That dude. What's his name?
CJ, CJ.
CJ. So I heard that, and I had heard a couple other people come off of those beats, and maybe that was like mainstream, what people would call
Yeah,
mainstream, and that's the reason I heard him. I wasn't going like down the rabbit hole looking for drill artists, New York drill artists rapping off UK beats. It was just what was popping. But out of what I've heard from this like drill seen. I think Pop Smoke was. He just sounded like, I don't know. It was something about the way that he sounded. It complemented the beats, and he just found like his. He found what he had to do. You know what I'm saying? To me, musically,
Yeah, yeah,
because
no,
there's
for
like
sure.
let's be honest, like not everybody always like there's artists that have to reinvent themselves a lot of the time before they find exactly, because you know you're trying to please a crowd now, right? Some people stay true to themselves and stay true to their craft or whatever, but some people end up finding like it, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but what I'm trying to say is like some people end up finding that, I call it like the little cheat code. Like you find how to, this catchy hook, or and that's what really ends up getting
Yeah,
somebody into, like, if you got a catchy beat and a catchy hook, you know what I'm saying? And it was, I don't know, it was just something he had a raspy voice, he had a really deep voice, but he wasn't off, like he wasn't off tone. He wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
he was harmonizing. He was harmonizing, you know what I'm saying, with
yeah.
the deep voice
Melody
that he
like a
had. So
motherfucker.
he I'll call people that don't have the tone like that is tone deaf. But he had a tone, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, I just think that he found what to do with that style of music, and he made it sound good, you know what I'm saying? Compared to anybody else that I heard, because I mean, like, even I hate to like bring up 6ix9ine, but even when he was doing the shit before he ended up snitching and everything like that, when he was doing it, I wasn't really feeling that shit, bro. I didn't like any of those 6ix9ine songs. They were
Yeah, his
too
fucking
like
antics, bro. Hold on.
they were too aggressively over. Damn it, damn it. You know what I'm saying? It was just too much for me. I didn't. No, but do you know what I'm talking about? All of those songs was like that, right? Am I lying?
Yeah, yeah, bro.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Just like it
yeah,
way too aggressive. Like it didn't really have any really no like creative art to me, like creativity, creative art to it. You know what I'm saying? Um I look at dude like I look at it like he was like a whole, you know what I'm saying? With what he did with the music, with that style of music. He found his niche, what to do. Oh, and then do this hook, and just like use his voice to be able to, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of solidify,
yeah.
like, oh shit, when you hear, oh, that's Pop Smoke. You know what I'm saying? There's no way that you can confuse dude with anybody else, I don't think.
Not at that time, bro. For sure, not in not 2019, not 2020. Um, yeah. Then obviously after the two Meet the Woo one, Meet the Woo two, February 19, 2020, Pop Smoke get killed in LA, man. That
Dang.
was, I ain't gonna lie, that was like, what? Like how that happened. And as
Right.
the story goes, the the jackers or the guys that took Pop Smoke's life, found his low through a photo through Instagram that Pop uploaded and shit. What
Dang.
was your thoughts? What's your thoughts when you heard about Pop Smoke pass or getting killed?
Yeah, I was just like, damn, that shit's crazy. Like, cause um I think there was like a lot of around like that time or prior to that or whatever, there was like a lot of those what they call their home invasions, where people break into these wealthier individuals' houses in Cali, and you know what I'm saying, shit like that. And I was just like, man, that shit crazy that the dude got killed over some senseless shit where motherfucker could have just went in and just grabbed the shit. If there was that many people, you ain't have to kill, bro, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Could have just took whatever they was gonna take and get the fuck up out of there. But yeah, it sucks, bro. That people, you know, me personally, I hate a thief. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody that doesn't, If I mean, if you're
Heard that.
stealing for somebody that's if you're stealing for somebody that's already a thief, then I guess that's something different. But like, people that work hard for that shit, and then you got somebody that come around and take that shit. That shit is fucked up to me.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
I think that
21
was
years
fucked up.
old.
Yeah, he was young, bro. He really didn't even get to enjoy many of the shit, and he didn't really get to we only seen him in his prime. We didn't even get to see him grow and mature, see what he was gonna become.
Yeah, man. Like he was making quick connections. The next topic of conversation, they were big in his career in the little bit amount of time. And we're talking about the Migos. The Migos fucked with Pop Smoke heavy. I wouldn't say mainstream.
Hmm.
Cats blew from TikTok. No, but he could have been. I won't say he was on no Drake level or Cole level, but you got to start somewhere. And at the time he dropped certain shit, he was surely on his way. Surely was on his way. They found a way to ride it. But that's what I'm saying. Pop Smoke at the beginning was heavy on the BK drill sound. And then as we will later see, that boy got very experimental and started tapping into different pockets. We're gonna discuss
Hmm.
this album after. Yeah, I know. And whoever wrote this shit should be fired 3 times.
I don't think any death is tragic. Somebody get killed, I think that shit is fucked.
Um, I gotta go listen to because all I remember of him was just freestyling on videos,
Yeah, me too.
right? So I'm
That was
not. I'm
Meek.
not
That was
doing
Meek's
it.
guy, right?
Yo, that maybe if he was around, we wouldn't have the Meek Mill we have now. Because Meek
Right.
Mill was one of my favorites early on, for sure, for sure. All right, so after Pop Smoke passes, his first album drops, Aim for the Moon. I mean, Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon. 2 times platinum. Aim for the Moon, For the Night, Creatures, Snitching featuring Quavo, Make It Rain, featuring Roddy Rebel, A Phone Call from Jail, The Woo with Roddy Rich and 50 Cents, Something Special, Tunnel Vision with Kanye, and then Got It On Me, which again I alluded to earlier was my favorite rendition of or remake of Many Men. Any of them songs stand out to you, Mano?
Yeah, the last one you said, the Woo, um, that was another one on there.
Got It On Me or For the Night?
Got it on me.
Yeah. Yeah, he had like the Woo wasn't no drill shit. Um Got It On Me for sure was drill, but just not the drill sound because that Many Men, that's like the blueprint of drill damn near. Um
Hmm.
For the Night was a hit, but Snitching featuring Quavo. Um I thought that song right there, that was pretty dope and they established a relationship because they did like a few songs together. And I thought for
Mm.
sure Pop Smoke was around. I'm sure that Atlanta door was about to open up from outside of the Migos, you know what I mean?
Right.
But you thought I thought for sure that was a solid project. If that was what was intended to be released, again, I go in there listening to albums, especially when, like for instance, Tupac was promoting Machiavelli, so I always count Machiavelli as a Tupac album while he was alive, even though he was dead
Hmm.
when it dropped. You know what I mean?
Right.
He
Right.
said,
Right. Right.
so that's one of them things with me is, you know, It's a pretty solid project. And then
Yeah, I
a
thought it
year
was pretty
later,
solid. Safe.
and a year, then Faith drops a year later. The songs I like was Cool, What's Cracking, Miss Jones featuring Anuel on the remix,
Yeah, I
and
was
then
just about to say that with the Unwed song. I didn't know what it was
yeah,
called.
pretty good. Yeah, Mr. Jones, Eight Ball, and Backdoor. Yeah, that was a pretty solid. Again, that one I listen to it different. I don't look at that as like, yo, he planned to drop that, so I don't hold it against him. You know what I mean? But it was a pretty decent project to hold off the Pop Smoke fans. What you hear? What's your thoughts on that project?
Yeah, I remember that was the one with that single, right? That Dior single.
No, that was the
Pushing
mixtape,
Dior.
like Meet the Woo.
Oh, that was the
Was
mixtape. Oh, okay.
Yep, the first mixtape. Dior was on the first mixtape.
Yeah, I remember the Unwed song. Um, I don't know he had other singles, or that was the only single.
Um, yeah, that's
Woo
the only
baby.
one I remember.
Yeah, Mr. Jones. Yeah, total of four. Bad Boys, Woo Baby,
Yeah,
Demeanor,
that was
and
Meek.
Mr. Jones.
That was Meek, son.
That was Meek's son. Shit.
Shit.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, yeah, and that we brought up Pop Smoke again. Yesterday was the 5 year anniversary of his death, and he was one of my
Mhm.
favorites. That from the because there was a lot of young talent that they done came and gone, and it's sad to say that and he happened to be one of them, and I liked him. I liked him, especially for New York at that time because 6ix9ine was the face of New York, and that I didn't like at all. So I was happy to see Pop Smoke over there doing that shit without having to do the antics or whatnot. So, final thoughts on Pop Smoke, Mano?
Yeah, man, such a dude ended up meeting his untimely demise, especially the way that he met it, and then in a way where he's progressing and moving, kind of ascending, going up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That sucks. So rest in peace to Pop Smoke, man. Thank you for that. You know, bringing that type of. Well, I won't say that. I don't know who was the one that originated that style, but damn near like to me, that's the person to me. That, you know what I'm saying? That's the first person I heard with that style. So I
yeah,
just feel like that was the first person. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but
yeah. I agree with you because it's like the Chief Keef thing. Everybody call him the Godfather of drill because he's the face of it. He was the one that blew up and introduced the world to it. But prior to him, there was Pac Man and the likes of FBG Doug early on, whatnot. A lot of
hmm
people that. So, I mean, not my bad, not FBG Doug. Rest in peace, Doug. I'm talking about King Louis. My bad, King Louis. I
oh,
meant
King
King Louis.
Louis.
Yeah, King Louis. I mean, Duck and Eat and all of them were the first wave of drill, but as far as the creators of drill music, obviously it was the guy who invented the drill scene, the guy who said it, Pac, and then Louis his guy. So, but I agree with you. Like Pop Smoke to me was the face of New York drill, and he had me looking everywhere else. Um, shit, look, I was a big fan of Zach TV, so every interview he used to cut, I used to listen to someone's music. For some strange reason, I didn't listen to the Blickies through his interviews. I listened to Blickies after I heard of Pop Smoke, and there's a lot of them. There's 22 G's, Nas Blicky, Nick Blicky, a whole bunch of Blicky motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
to me, he's the face of it, and there was a lot of people who could have carried it, but don't think they had the what is it, the hustle that he had, because that boy was working, bro, the little bit of time he was here. This is backtracking to Wiz. But if you haven't heard this song yet, you should just listen to that. Just try on YouTube, look up London Layover.
Yeah, fire.
Layover again. It just dropped 5 days ago. He's cooking, bro. He's ready to drop that cushion
Yeah.
OJ. Well, look, shout out Orlito. Not only does he host, he's also engaged in the comment section. Last off topic.
You know how we do.
Look this up on YouTube and go. Kill that shit. Last off topic comment, but look this up on YouTube and go to this time marker 14:37. Snoop killed that shit. Meek Mill artist Little Snoop versus Deshaun Jackson artist Retro for 10. Is that the one where T.I.'s in the building as a judge? Because if it is, I've seen it and I totally dislike that because Little Snoop was battle rapping like he was supposed to, and the other dude was rapping with like just trying to impress like a rap style instead of rap battle. If that's it, let me know. Yeah, I knew it. I seen that, bro. I seen that. Little Snoop bodied his ass. Dude couldn't fuck with Snoop. And I don't even know why they even booked dude to battle Snoop on that side. That was fucking disappointing. It disappointed me. It disappointed T.I. It disappointed everybody in that motherfucker. I wasn't in that motherfucker, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I peeped that shit. Snoop did kill that boy. He did kill him. But we were off topic anyhow. You want to say anything before we get into the next topic, Mano?
No,
shout
shit.
out. Let anybody know you're cooking. Let's get into the next topic.
Yeah, for sure.
Here we go, y'all. Last topic of the evening.
Migos.
Trio from ATL. You know where you can find them? That way. We're talking about Austin, Quavo, Takeoff. We're talking about Migos, man.
Migos.
Bro. So, Migos, Atlanta, just fucking producing everybody at this time. Like, Atlanta produced hella artists at this time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's your thoughts? Like, because we're talking about 2012, it's around 2012, 2013. Atlanta always like kept the game with under the thumb, but like every 2 years, except for 2005, because there was like 10 sounds being created. But in Atlanta, it sounds like the sound changes like every 3-4 years or whatnot. And this is around the time Future's ascending, Migos get into they developing, right? What's your thoughts when you first heard Migos, and what is the first time you heard Migos?
Man, so I'll tell you like this: when I first heard Migos and I knew it was the Migos, I think Isaiah was the one that told me about the Migos, if I'm not mistaken. I couldn't stand them. I thought that they were horrible. They fucking sounded like, I don't know. There was something about it that I didn't like. I don't know what it was, but I just didn't like it. Maybe I was being a hater. Maybe I wasn't. I don't know. But I just didn't. It wasn't my type of. I just wasn't feeling it like that. You know what I'm saying? And then, I heard this one song. I don't remember around the year it was, but it was the one that what's that one song that don't know why I came in this club. That shit.
That's some wealthy.
Yeah. I heard that shit. And I had just heard it because I heard somebody else bumping it. And I thought that was like, I thought that it was like YFN Lucci and Gucci Man. And, I thought that it was them. So I would like later on, like I was like, man, that song sounded pretty dope. I'm trying to look it up on YouTube and I couldn't find it and shit. Just this song, Handsome and Wealthy, keep popping up about Amigos, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, this ain't the, this wasn't it. Like I couldn't find it. I'm thinking like, man, I don't know. It probably wasn't due. So then I ended up clicking on the song and it played and I didn't think that it was it until it got to like that part. And I was like, oh shit, this was that song. You know what I'm saying? And then I liked it that song, but then like I guess I didn't really give them the chance or nothing like that. I kind of like, whatever. That song was dope, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. And then just kind of like didn't really get the time of day, didn't really look into them or whatever. It wasn't like I was like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh, that was a dope song. Kept it moving and shit. And then eventually I ended up man, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I didn't start liking the Migos until like around that once that the time around the song that raindrop, drip drop, drop a little bit, drop, drop,
That and
drop,
Boochie.
fucking in a bit,
That
yeah,
and
yeah,
Boochie.
that shit like around that time. That's when I kind of
That was
started, getting a little more into like them a little bit more. And then I kind of started looking into that music a little more, and then I kind of fucked with them. I was like, yeah, they kind of nice. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that I liked it their their older shit too much. Not all of it. I think I liked it. It was like shit here and there. You know what I'm saying? Not all of it was I liked. Not all of it I hated. There was some of it that I liked. There was some of it that I didn't like. But all in all, they found like that groove. You know what I'm saying? And that wave, and they rode it. You know what I'm saying? And when they rode that type of wave, the one, like the song that they did with Gucci Man, just that type of vibe, you know what I'm saying? Whenever they did the song that they did with Drake, the Walk It Like I Talk It, that shit, you know what I'm saying? When they
yeah.
would do like songs like that, those type of
Certified
poppy or
Diamond.
whatever
Yep.
like those type of songs, you know what I'm saying? That I liked that shit. I just felt like that kind of snapped when they would do that when they would stick to that formula.
Oh
The
shit.
in the kitchen, sipping in the
Mhm.
kitchen with the stir fry. You know what I'm saying? All of that shit. They just I don't know. They just they found the niche. And when they would stick to that niche right there and they'll drop those songs, I thought all of those songs that, whether you didn't like all of the verses, you might have liked the hook in somebody's verse. You know what I'm saying? But in the beat, was going. It was, I call it a good energy music. You go to the gym, you fucking put the fucking Migos on, you go on
The
the treadmill.
playlist. Yeah. I hear
Yeah,
you.
you know what I'm saying? So yeah. How'd you feel about the Migos when you first heard them or you found out who they were, whatever?
Well, at this time again, this is our era, bro. I'm over there downloading everything at Sis House. Remember, I'm downloading everything that's on the
Right.
PFN. There was actually, it's called Hip Hop TXL. That's where I used to download. They used to drop, I think, once every 2 weeks. And on this mixtape or download, it'd be a whole bunch of new songs from different artists and shit. And it'd be like, it'd be like a mixtape shape. And that's how I heard Amigos. And like you, I didn't like it. They were so redundant. Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana. Oh, I got that
Yeah,
right.
no, I hated that shit. Yeah.
So I believe whoever they were catering to, you know, I mean, because I don't know how much older I am, but shit, Hannah Montana, what the fuck? It's cool. I like that metaphor. I do like the metaphor, but how many times you got to beat him? Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana. I'm out their way. I heard you the first time, and yeah, but and then like their other one, their hit, I actually liked it. They're rapping on it, and I'm not a big fan of the rapping, but they got off on that Versace. But I didn't like the hook. Versace, 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 Versace. Like, okay, bro. Yeah, I thought to Migo at first. Um, I seen they had the potential as far as song making, right? They knew how to
Except
ride
for their
beats
hooks.
and yeah, bro.
Except for their hooks, they just kept repeating.
They're gonna get it, bro. We got it.
That's
We
like
got
dope.
it.
That's like dope. That's like dope, but shorty. Dope, but shorty. Dope, but shorty.
Let's get into a few comments. Okay, since we are on the topic, this is wow. But did y'all notice that Quavo specifically haven't dropped anything with bars? I deep down with everything inside, believe me, take off for Quay.
Yeah, I would. I wouldn't. When you said that and I read it, I think you might be on or something.
I mean, yeah, he can be. He can be. Yes, bro. I was on the Migos heavy. Couldn't stand them. It's crazy. Yeah, no, I couldn't, bro.
Yeah, I hear you.
I couldn't. But you know, a lot of like I could name you a whole bunch of my favorite. Matter of fact, I could list some of my goats that I didn't like at first because I was my what was it? My my hearing was sent used to listening to a certain sound or listening to a certain style or listening to you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Once I
right.
broke them barriers, I started listening from a different aspect. Like 1998, outside of Big Pun, I was listening to DMX heavy. I didn't care what Nori was doing. I didn't care what Jay-Z was doing. I didn't give a fuck what Big L was. Nobody was doing. 98 was dog year. People ask me, Dog was my favorite rapper because he was just doing it different. But was he better? Some could argue, but no, man. 98 was some of the best. Nori had crazy album, Big Pun. So I just again, um, at this time we're talking about Meek Mills, we're talking about Wale, we're talking about Cole, we're talking about who else was around heavy at this time? Wiz Khalifa. So
Hmm.
Migos, yeah, they're French Montana. I even liked the French Montana at this time over the
Yeah,
Migos.
me too. Me too.
And there's no disrespect. It's that they weren't for me, but eventually when I went back and listened, and I gotta give them their props. We're gonna get into the topic after the music, but you know, they weren't for me at the time. I had everyone in my school bumping Migos. They was fire from the jump. In my opinion, Batted Bougie is when the mainstream. And they needed that. They needed that. And I'm gonna explain why. But Bad and Bougie, I remember Childish Gambino gave it a shout out what at the Emmys, I mean the Grammys, was it?
Mm.
Yeah, I agree. Bad and Bougie took those boys to another level. If I'm being real, when the Migos came out, they was hated on, but the flow never changed. When Bad and Bougie dropped, they were finally accepted. They were finally successful. They were finally successful because
I
them
seen the
boys
Migos in
had
concert.
all three of them, bro. I mean, of course. How was it?
Yeah, it was straight. I only caught like towards the end. It was when what was the main attraction? Fuck. Damn, I don't
I
remember. I
mean,
was with Josh. I don't know if it wasn't Future. I think it was Future when what was it Future? When Future came down to Summerfest? Did Future come down to Summerfest?
mm-hmm.
You don't know?
I don't
Something like
recall.
that.
Not Future. I don't recall Future.
Somebody.
That's what I'm
Drake.
saying. I ain't even gonna lie. No, I know they went on tour with
I
Drake. It
never
was
seen Drake,
something
I
in
don't
it.
think. I might have. Bad and Bougie. I don't know.
I know
But
they went
it
on
was around
tour. It
there.
was something.
It was at Summerfest. It was the Migos, Shit. I don't even remember who else. I don't even remember who the main act was, bro. That's crazy. That's wild. I'll have to ask Josh.
Snoop Dogg always does that. Snoop Dogg, I ain't even gonna lie. Snoop Dogg got a habit of popping shit, and my bad, young. I was high. I love Snoop.
I was high, man.
Everybody know
I was high, man.
like one of the biggest Snoop Dogg fans. Like I love big Snoop Dogg, but nah, man, that motherfucker always be doing that shit. I wish he just stands on it. He did that shit about Eminem. My bad, man. I was high. Take off the best Migo, in my opinion. I think rap wise, for sure, I agree with that. I like Takeoff. I ain't gonna lie to you though. The underdog of them did deliver to me the best album. Offset. Offset. I don't think he's a better rapper than Takeoff at all, but I was highly impressed with Offset's first offering and the second offering than Quavo actually. But let's get to it. So you
It
Bad and
was
Bougie.
Future, bro. It was Future, Big Sean, and the Migos
Oh, that was dope. That was dope.
at two
I
at
was
20
supposed
and
to.
2017.
When was it when I went to go see Pusha T and
I mean
Fabulous?
2017. Yeah.
I
Pusha T and
remember I went
Fabulous.
to
That was
go.
at the rave, wasn't it?
I went to go see them, and Little Dirk opened up for them. Little Dirk did
Oh,
that.
that's
This ain't what
dope.
you want. This is before the takeoff, bro. That's right before the
Hmm.
takeoff.
That's
So
dope.
you went 2017. We'll get right back to that. So, um, 2011 they dropped Jug Season, Pots and Pans Train Wreck, No Label. 2012, that's when they started getting recognized. Um, Dirty Dancing, You Don't Know, and my favorite song on there, Bando. I like the video actually. Then in 2013, they dropped they one of the top mixtape to me was Young
Sure.
Rich Ninjas. 2013
Hmm.
Young Rich Ninjas. They got Rich and Famous, Chinatown, that Versace, Hannah Montana, and Adios. I think that's the mixtape that was the one that put them, even though I don't like Versace and Hannah Montana, I think this the one that, started buzzing for them, right? Then they dropped
Hmm.
Streets on Lock with Rich the Kid, Part 2 with Rich the Kid, Lobby Runners, Solid Foundation, No Label 2. Now, any of those mixtapes you want to talk about, or should I continue?
Oh, you could continue.
Then they dropped No Label 2, and that's when they dropped Copy Me, Fight Night, and Handsome and
Yeah, I
Wealthy.
remember that. I liked that fight night. That was
Now,
pretty decent.
yeah, that was. That was. Actually, Takeoff voice on the chorus on that was perfect, bro. I couldn't see Quavo trying to pull that one off. That was perfect.
Hmm.
Then they dropped Streets Unlocked 3 with Rich the Kid, World War 3D, the Green Album of Gucci Man, Rich Ninjas Timeline 2014. That one got hit on Wishy Washy across the country. Let me check out
She was.
Isaiah because I know Bro be rocking with us, so I want to make sure we stay engaged. Take off the best, yo. We got that. Offset definitely not the underdog most have said overtake for real, but he is cold, so it's debatable. And Donovan Quavo the weakest link, even though he's the face of the Migos. Yep.
Yeah, we
I'm
were just
about
talking
to.
about that not too long ago.
Yeah. Yep, for sure. Yeah, I ain't gonna disagree with none of that. Um, then after that, they dropped Migo Legal, Still on Lock, Young Rich Nation. That one got one time and Pipe It Up.
Mm.
Um,
I remember that one too. Pipe
Pipe
it
It
up.
Up.
Pipe it up.
Yeah,
Hmm.
And the only reason I listened to that song because Jeezy put it on his mixtape with his remix version of it.
Oh, okay.
Um, then still on lock, Currency, Back to the Bando. Now, Back to the Bando got a song on there that went viral. Look at my dad. Like it had NFL players, NBA players, your nieces and nephews, children just dabbing at you. You say something silly, they dabbing at you.
Yep, I remember that. Yep.
Um, so Young Rich Nation was their first album, and that didn't cause no traction, had nothing on it. It did have Pipe It Up at one time, but it didn't even wasn't able to do nothing. So it was around this time, um, look at my dad, where they were able to generate buzz for what was about to come. But before that, they dropped part four with Rich the Kid. Then they dropped Rich Shooters. Then they go into beef with Chief Keef, beef with Soldier Boy. Then they dropped Young Rich Ninjas 2, 2016, with Warren Commando on it. Let me see. Y'all gotta take into the shit, man. They get so many hits that were never released. I did as grew up on Migos, bro. Then they dropped Cultures. That's the one with Bad and Bougie. Now this is their first album to
Mm-hmm.
chart. It went platinum. Got Bad and Bougie
Yep.
on there. Slippery. What's the
Yep.
price? Get right with you. And my
That's my
favorite
shit right
song.
there. What's the price?
And I
That shit.
and I like T-shirt. So like I like
Yep.
some.
Told me not to sell what
Now this is
17
where
cent color t-shirt.
got a T-shirt. Well, tell me, Mama.
Yep.
Yeah, no. Now here where they catch my attention. They
Yep.
they they. I think they found what you call the cheat code.
Yep. They found a
They
cheat code,
wrote.
bro.
They found a cheat code on this one. What's your thoughts overall? I know we jumped to this early, but I just want to make sure we went down their discography right quick, see what songs popped out or mixtapes. I thought for sure this is the one that, like, again, they put in hella work, but I don't think that solidified
Mm-hmm.
them because. But this is the project that did. Overall,
Yeah.
what's your final thoughts on the culture project?
I liked it, this project, like I was saying earlier, like I liked it that Scotty Too Hottie that was on there. Uh
Yep.
that Motorsport was on there where we seen and
No,
the
that was on part two.
only oh was it?
Yeah, Motorsport Stir
Oh
Fry
yeah,
was
my
on
fault,
too.
my fault. My
No,
fault.
no, but it's
Whitney,
still in the culture.
Too Hottie,
Yep,
Boner
that's on the
Petite.
next one.
Yeah, that's crazy. They got that song with Katy Perry. That's wild. I didn't know that. Um, But yeah, then they had the second one. That was crazy, bro. That's the first time or the first and probably last time we'll ever see Nicki and Cardi on a song together.
Yeah, that is crazy. And that was but we're gonna get to that soon, actually. But Culture won. They scored platinum, solidified them. Cause again, they put in hella work, hella fucking work. They were fucking with everybody. They had songs
Yeah,
with Dirk, Keith, everybody at this moment, Soldier, everybody, Future, Gucci. You know,
yeah,
Gucci was the first one
yeah.
to fuck with them. And it finally paid off, not just for them, but for QC. You know what I mean? So then they get in at the BET Awards, the infamous um, Joe Budden drops the microphone, walks away after DJ
That shit was funny.
Academics X tape. How do you feel like being left off Bad and Bougie? What? I feel like being left off
Right.
bad. Who's left off bad and
I
bougie?
want left off bad bougie.
Yeah,
What?
beef with
I want left off bad bougie.
XXX. Get into beef with XXX over Drake, you know. But that shit didn't, you know. Then, then the guys get into dropping mixtapes. 20 Offset, not Offset. Yeah, Offset does the Without Warning with 21 Savage and Metro Boomin. Coming number 4. I like Rap Save Me on there, but obviously the standout track, Ric Flair Drip.
Yep.
Yeah, man. What's your thoughts on this? Because
Yeah, I like it.
then the boy Quavo will do a joint drop with Travis Scott coming number 3. The only songs I like that off that was Dubai shit and Saint. Did you ever get to hear that? Huncho
Nah,
Jack
no,
Huncho.
no, I don't
Yeah, I
think so.
listened to it. You know what's crazy? Again, we're gonna get into their solos in a second, but I expected this to sound like something because they both have a unique sound themselves. You know what I mean? Like Quavo, his sound is unique. Obviously, we already know what Travis Scott could do, and this kind of disappointed in a sense to me. But you know, then we go into Culture 2. This the one with motorsports. We talked about the collab
Okay.
with Nicki and Cardi, Stir Fry,
Yeah, the stir fry. Yeah.
Talk It, Talk It,
Yeah.
and I like the Narcos. It went platinum,
Yeah.
came in number 1. Let me go to the
Yeah, that was a
comments.
good
See,
one too. I remember that one.
yeah, they were on the run. I give them that.
Yep.
I think the only thing I didn't like about that album that it ran too long though. I think they could have cut some songs off. Two songs that you should listen to ASAP. Stay by Migos, Tap Floor by Migos. I can almost guarantee y'all fuck with these two songs over the ones mentioned. Okay. I'm gonna keep that in mind because that's why we highlight the comments because I for sure can come back to these. Me and my baby mama song is top floor. The first time I stroked Shorty was my boy.
You stupid.
Orly, send them stars back. My boy gets stars. Oh man. All right. So after Culture 2, so far let's get into it. Me and you. Between Culture 1 and Culture 2, which one you have as the better album?
I'm gonna go with culture too.
Culture 2?
Yeah.
I'm going with I think Culture 2. I think Culture 2 just ran too long for me, bro. I think there was too
Okay.
many fucking songs on
Too
that.
many
But
songs.
they do
Yeah.
got they got some fucking hits on that. I think Culture 1 at this point right now is still like overall package better when they, to me. But yeah, fucking Culture 2 got hella hits. It was their biggest one. I think it went 2 times plat. Then they would go solo. Now this where the conversation we had a few days ago. Um, the first one to release, Quavo. At this time, obviously general consensus is this is the guy, he's the what you call the structure of the group, right? Because you hear him majority of the hooks. Most of it sound
Right.
like he's, kind of like how we know Crazy Bone did majority of the laid the foundation for majority of the Bone songs. You know what I mean? But
Right.
here we go. He came in number 6 on the Billboard. I did find some songs I did like Big Bro, Biggest Alley Fuck 12, Fuck 1 2. I don't want to have, any 12s on here. go all the way, lose it, and rerun. I like the thumb joints, but overall, this disappointed me in a sense. Not like again, I'm not a big Migos guy, right? But this is the
Mm-hmm.
guy they were like, man, he's the one who's gonna break through. This is, you know, he's gonna sell platinum or whatnot. And to me, it was just a letdown. I liked it his other album. We'll get to. What's your thoughts on his solo album?
I didn't like it.
And what like do you think it was exactly like what you thought like he was supposed to the expectations on him he didn't meet them? Was that the same thing with you?
Yeah, for sure. I liked how he sound. Um, but when it came to delivering and like, spitting and shit, he wasn't always the best. Wasn't the best.
And what's crazy is that he was known to be the hook guy, and this he didn't really have no hooks on it. Like that song "Champagne Rose" with Cardi B and
Right.
Madonna, which was horrible. That song, like, I don't even know what made you want to put Madonna on that motherfucker, man.
Right. He was trying
You
to
know,
hit.
he was trying to have Madonna do the Cardi B what she did to Christina and Britney and shit. So the next up was Takeoff. And I liked it. His project actually is one of my favorites of the. Actually, I put it in like the top three of my favorite of their overall catalog. Was the Last Rocket with
Yep.
Martian. I like the Martian. She Gonna Wink. Last Memory. Lead the Way. Casper Insomnia and Bruce Wayne. I liked the majority of the songs on this project,
Yep.
and I think him and the next guy got a heavy like Pueblo's out the conversation when it comes to who had the better album with the Migos. That's for sure. Because then Offset will drop Father of Four, and I actually like this project, and I really didn't like Offset and the Migos to be honest. But Father of Four, How Did I Get Here, Lick, Wild Wild West, Legacy, Clout, and Red Room. I liked it them songs, and obviously we know Clout was the big song on there based to his big
Mm-hmm.
booty girl and shit. What's your thoughts of The Last Rocket and Father of Four? Because they really like damn near to me neck and
Yeah,
neck as far as conversation.
I really liked the Last Rocket. And the Father of Four was fired to me too. Um, but me, I lean a little more towards Last Rocket.
The rapping on it,
Yeah. Yep.
the rapping. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I like these. I liked it. Them two projects. I thought they were solid projects. Actually, I think they
Yeah, I
were.
agree.
I think they were like damn near better constructed than not just Quavo album, but again, I don't want to like Culture Two was big, but I think if you would have trimmed the
Mm-hmm.
fat on it, that would have kept that
Mm-hmm.
Culture trilogy dope. To me, in my personal opinion, but overall, it
Right.
was successful. Then we get into Culture 3, 2 times platinum, 2021. Um, I like the straightening on there. That was one of my favorites. Light It Up, How We Coming, Having Our Way, and Avalanche. What's some of your cuts on that?
Which one?
Culture 3.
On Culture 3. I'd have to see. Let
Yeah,
me
they
see. So, Straightening,
yeah,
uh, the Avalanche,
yeah,
uh, Having Our Way.
damn near the same ones,
Um,
yeah.
I don't know what else was on there. I'm trying to see, but I can't fucking see.
You
But
named
yeah,
this
I don't
exactly.
know. I don't know if I remember that one as much. That album as much. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And to
But
be
I
honest,
remember that
I
song
don't think.
"Straightening."
Yeah, I do remember that. I remember the video actually too, with Quavo brushing his teeth on the video, his diamonds and shit. Yeah, I remember that video.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so this is actually now we get into. Let me check this comment right quick because we're about to wrap up. Make sure we get. Oh yeah, when is NBA Young? Whenever you want to jump on and talk about them, because I don't really fuck with them.
Yeah, me neither.
But you most definitely could join us and talk about them. But I ain't gonna lie to you. The only song I really fucked with them, I think the only reason I fucked with it is because A Boogie was on it. It was A Boogie, him, and someone else. I forgot. But we could do NBA Young Boy. You just got to join the stream.
Mm-hmm.
And so Culture 3 drops 2 times platinum. And little did we know this is will be the last Migo albums because there was Dissension, the Migos actually would break up, right? But
Yeah.
off Takeoff and Quavo would drop only built for Infinity Links. And I actually
Mm-hmm.
liked that project.
Me too. I
Um,
did too.
and what's crazy is not only did we get the last Migo projects, but let's talk this project. Hotel Lobby, Us versus Them, See About It, Messy, Nothing Changed. I think Nothing Changed, one of my favorites. Um, that's a
Mm.
solid project from Uncle and Nephew. They got to live out one of their goals. They said they were always wanted to do a project with each other. And what was your thoughts on that?
Mm-hmm.
Did they deliver?
I
I thought
liked
they
it.
did.
Yeah, I think so too, for sure. Yeah, I liked it. I liked what I heard on the album for sure.
Yeah, I think,
Us
and you
versus
know,
them, the big stutter, nothing changed. The sea body, the hotel lobby. It damn near all the damn near almost all the songs except for probably like what, like two
mm,
or something.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I just picked out the ones I
I gotta
really
look at the track
fuck
list.
with, but as far as as far as the album, yeah, it was overall good to me. Like there was not everything was supposed to be a slap, but nothing
Right.
didn't sound like it was off either. You know what I mean? So it was a solid project. And what I like really, not what I really like, but some that I do respect is the only built for Infinity Links. That's homage to Raekwon and Ghostface. Built for Cuban links type shit. So
Right.
shout out to Takeoff and Quavo, who a lot of pundits, old heads don't call them hip hop because it's not third hip hop. But look at them boys; they paid homage to some hip hop legends. So that does make Migos to me hip hop. Then
Hmm.
November 1st, 2022, death. The announcement of Takeoff tragically killed in Houston, Texas.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
bro. What's your thoughts when you first heard about what's your first reaction, my man? Your first reaction to that news.
Yeah, I was like, I couldn't believe that shit. I was like, damn, bro. The one, like the most quiet, the quietest one, the one that really, you know what I'm saying? That's fucked up. That shit kind of bothered me. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, this one hit different, right? Because
Hmm.
like the other names we mentioned, um, Pop Smoke, um, PNB Rock, King Von, um, Key, the boy from Dallas, Texas. I like Mo 3. All these
Hmm.
guys, they were gunned down before they were able to achieve anything, right?
Right.
Takeoff at this time is an established artist, a multi-platinum selling artist, and
Mm-hmm.
to hear him go out like this, it was sad. It was different, right? I took this different in a sense because we thought for sure they would be out of that not environment, but not nobody's safe, right? But
So
in a
not yeah,
sense,
not something that you would have to worry about. You say you'll feel. You know what I'm saying?
facts, especially now the guys who've been moving around the game for like 12 years by this time. So yeah, this
Mm-hmm.
was different. This hit me like the Nipsey one because Nipsey was around forever and a day, bro. And right when he was getting the ground under his feet, that's when he was tragic. So this hit me like Nipsey, bro. Like I
Yeah,
don't know.
it was kind of.
This was different from the other ones. Let me check out what Blow talking about. We can make it happen 100. Just like with the Migos, there's plenty songs Young Boy dropped that are unreleased. No, I'm straight with the. You can send me the Migos, but the Young Boy. No, I'll just play. Go ahead, send me some. But I'm letting you know, bro. Like, there's just some songs or some artists that can't convince me, but there's some that have. Like Kevin Gates, I'm a big fan of Kevin Gates, and I didn't like him at first. I thought he was weird. Let me see. So after Takeoff's death, um, Quavo would drop Fuel, Rocket Power. Some songs on there that I like was Fueled Up, Patty Cake, Turn Your Click Up. My favorite on there was 1111. That he talks about Takeoff's death or whatnot,
Hmm.
like how he feels on there. Then Disciples
Right.
and Greatness. Did you get a chance to hear that at all?
No, I didn't. I didn't hear that one.
So if 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 Offset's Father of Four and Takeoff's what was it? The Last Rocket were in conversation for one and two. The first Quavo's out of the conversation. I would throw this Quavo into the three. That would be the top three of that conversation. I wouldn't even rate Quavo's first album over this one at all. This is a pretty solid project, to be honest. It's a better presentation than the first project of Quavo. Then next up, Offset would drop Set It Off. Did you get a chance to hear that at all?
Nope, I don't think I heard that either.
Yeah, I liked it that
How is it?
too. It's pretty decent. He's doing what Takeoff, I mean not Takeoff, what Offset does with the raps. But as far as the sounds, he's tapping in with like guys like Travis Scott and whatnot. It's pretty decent, bro.
Okay.
Some of my songs, my favorite songs, "Say My Grace," but "On the Rivers," "Don't Worth It," "Don't You Lie," and "Big Dog." Big Dog to me is like how Migos was to how Migos how it's something you said that earlier where people he it's old Migos sound, but how it would sound evolved, if it makes sense.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like it gave me a
right.
nostalgia feel. A nostalgia feel.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna have to
that's
check that one
about
out
it.
then.
And that's about it. Overall we went through it. Um I think we could come to agreement. To me, my order would be Takeoff, Offset, and Quavo. How would your order be as far as how you would rank the Migos?
The same way. Take off, um, Offset, and Quavo.
Okay. Um, albums. which I said Culture One. Out of all of them, I'm gonna still have to probably. I don't know. It's a toss up for me. I would say Culture One and the Offset and Quavo joint, only built for Infinity Links. I think those are my two favorite of the whole catalog overall. What are some of your
Of
favorite of
their
the catalog?
of like them as a group, you mean?
You could do it as a group or one of the like
Group.
because what I did, I picked yeah
Yeah.
group or one
I
of the
like
solo albums.
I like the was it Uncle Few? All right.
Yeah, that's
The
the
last
only built
one with two,
only built.
yeah, the bill for Infinity
Yep,
Links or whatever, right?
yep,
I like that
yep.
one. I like the last
That's one.
Rocket. Um and then I have to go um culture too.
That's the one. Motorsports. Actually, that was
Hmm.
quite impressive because they had two of the best females, or my bad, two of the top females of the game.
Hmm. Yeah, facts.
I was about to say I can convert you to a young boy. I don't know, bro. I heard a lot. I got nephews, bro. Trust me. I promise you, bro. I got nephews, and they be NBA young boy. And I tried so hard, but NBA ain't just for me. I tried so hard. Father for better. Take has a better flow and he has some good songs on it. But set went crazy. Okay, see, Father for that. That's why I said that them two to me is for the debate. I don't think Quavo, unless Quavo could do something now. But like you said, mm,
Hmm.
so we all in agreement. We all in agreement.
Yeah,
And okay, cool. Man, so again, bro, we appreciate you rocking with us, bro, for sure. And whenever we do decide to do NBA Youngboy, I'll make sure I get someone else on here that fuck with NBA Youngboy to keep it balanced. Cause I don't know, it's gonna be. I'm not gonna be on here hating them, but it's gonna be hard to keep me engaged in that one for sure, for sure.
yeah, I hear you.
But let me get up here real quick. Isaiah, what's your favorite Migos songs? What's some of your favorite songs? While I do these shout outs. Shout out Nick, shout out Reno, shout out you, bro, Isaiah,
Hmm.
Juice, Josh Smith, for sure. We appreciate your engagement, bro. It was great chopping it up with you. Nick, as
Hell yeah.
always, great chopping it up with you, bro. Whoever's tuning in right now, leave us a comment, give us a like. It doesn't hurt to subscribe or don't cost you a buck to fuck with us. Yeah, I think that's about it as far as the engagement we had, yo. Shout out. Okay, let me see if he commented. All right. You want to name any of your favorite Migos songs before we take flight, bro?
Me,
Yeah.
I like there's that one song that I was stuck on it for a minute. It was called The Price, or What's the Price, or
What's
some
the
shit like
price?
that. That shit used
Yup.
to go hard to me, bro. That so I put that one up there. I put probably just a bunch of like the mainstream ones that I like. Remember the stir fry one, the freaking uh I like, although I like that there was that one song on Infinity Link, the one where Takeoff say something about like you get blown out your this how you get blown out your brains or some shit like that. Is the one
Yeah,
with take
that
with Yeah, where a lot of people was like kind of like trying to like dissect like his flow, like because he said that shit and he had already passed away and blah blah blah. But yeah, that song specifically, I think that he fucking snapped on that shit. Yeah, there's a couple of them. The one with Drake, Walk It, or whatever. That one.
Yeah, I liked it, that one actually.
Yeah,
I liked
yeah.
that one. Yeah, I liked it, the same songs you mentioned. Then um T-shirt, that's catchy to me. I liked it, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, that again, there's a few of them, but I think the later works like Culture 2, that's where some of them hits that I liked it come from, like Bad and Bougie, Stir Fry, Motorsports.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man. I wasn't the biggest Migos fans, but I give respect where respect due. Them boys grinded, they put in that work. They come from that city that just was producing. It's a hotbed for the music industry. And
Mm-hmm.
I beg the question, I beg the question, are they the last great trio that we're gonna get to see? Because we did come from a time where there was the Run DMCs, there was the Locks, the Beastie Boys, etc. And then there was the Migos, and I can't think of another trio since. And I'm not talking about three
Mm-hmm.
rappers that get together for a mixtape. I'm talking about a group, a trio.
Collective, yeah.
Um, are they the last ones? And if it is, man, they put in hella work. They're legendary, man. Shout out to the Migos.
Yeah.
What's your final thoughts on the Migos?
Um, Shit, man. Like I'm glad that I ended up getting to listen to. I'm glad that we got project from each of them as well because
Yeah,
sometimes a lot of artists don't do that. Like when you're in a group, like they kind of stay to making like music within like the group. You know what I'm saying? So I thought it was dope that they all like ventured out and they all did their own little solo projects and shit because it kind of showcased themselves. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, man, it's something that take off pass because like I think we all were in agreement that he was probably the best Migo.
yeah,
And yeah, so we couldn't get like another project from Dude or some shit, but yeah,
yeah, man. They were, as of the last 10 years, were the biggest trio. Can't think of another trio the last 10 years. Again,
no,
I can't think of it, and I can't even think of damn near no duels right now. Shit. Let me check the comments before we take it home.
shout out Noreen, shout out Joey D.
DM me as far as Migo joints go. I can we'll let go all day. Walk it. What's happening, Noli? Appreciate you. Mainstream, no hate though, but I like I said, as soon as you're in stream, tap in, top floor, and stay. Both should have went down. It's no bullshit. Again, that's what I'm saying. There was like a lot of shit on their mixtapes was going hard, and you would think they would have been diamond, but that's what I'm saying about them damn streams. You asked me earlier, Sosa just went diamond. They should have been diamond a few of their hits. What's good, Brody? Joey D in the house. You like this with what? With what? Not fucking with the Migos? Well, yeah, man. Well, that wrap up for me. What about you, bro? You want to say anything and before we go home, before we take it home?
No shit, just shout out to everybody tuned in, you know what I'm saying? Engaged like always. And shit. Yeah. Finna shall I take them home? Shall I take us home?
Should we read the comments before we go home,
Oh
and
yeah,
then
let's
we
read the
go
comments.
home?
Let's read the comments. Go ahead. Yeah. Let's read the comments. If there is any. I couldn't see because I closed out my thing, so
Okay, okay. All right, right. The bro left. Nah, I think he's taking a little breather right quick. You gotta take a song here soon. Where keep grinding, y'all. Nah, I appreciate you, bro. For sure. Every week, anytime you rock with us, we appreciate it. We appreciate everybody, man. For sure, for sure. Go ahead, Orlito, man. Take us home, bro.
all right, man. Appreciate everybody that tuned in. Like always, appreciate the engagement, the likes, the follows, the shares, and shout out the rare ones out there. Yeah,
Unite in
together
the
we
streets
unite in
with
the
my brother.
streets. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out Isaiah, shout out Joey D, shout out Noreen, shout out Fiona, shout out Raya, shout out uh, uh Juice, shout out Josh, and shout out everybody else that was up in the comments that bro mentioned. And yeah, it
Nick
was
and
fun talking
Reno.
about Nick and Reno the Dawn. Yup. Thanks for the stars. We appreciate that, man. We always appreciate that's love, you know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, and it was fun chopping it up about the Migos and chopping about Pop Smoke, rest in peace. Um, and we'll see y'all next Thursday, 7 p.m. every Thursday. Great minds think alike. But hold up, before we even tune away, we're gonna have something for y'all. You know what I'm saying? It might not be on Thursdays. Well, it's not gonna be on Thursdays. It's probably gonna be, I'm not even gonna tell you when it's gonna be, but it's gonna be on one of another days, and it's gonna be a whole different type of content.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So stay
We got
tuned
some,
for
got
that.
some
It's
cooking.
in the works. Yep, we got some cooking in the pot. It's stewing. Woo, woo. So yeah, we'll see y'all next Thursday, 7 p.m. Thank y'all for tuning in. Great minds think alike. I'm Orly. That's No. Peace.